Hello, this is Ben119 and today I'm going to be making this video and I'm going to be talking about my channel and what kind of videos I'll be uploading and yeah. So I'm into speedrunning, as you can tell. All this gameplay here is of Mario Odyssey. I got some Link's Awakening stuff, Monkey Ball, and yeah, I quite like Mario Odyssey quite a lot. And it's my speed game at the moment. I'm speed running this game a lot, and I got a 108.24 in any percent, which I think is okay. I'm trying to get a 107. I really think I can get a 107 because I had a run last time that had a few stupid mistakes. Let's just say, it could have been 107, but I had a few stupid mistakes that just made it a 108. Plus, I took the ending of it really safely. And also on my channel, I'll probably be making top 10s, especially of Zelda, because I'm really interested in that. Like top 10 Zelda games, top 10 Zelda dungeons, top 10 Zelda items, all that. I have no clue when I'll be uploading stuff. I don't have an upload schedule, so it won't be daily. It might not even be loads weekly. And yeah, I just want to talk about stuff because I think there are a lot of really good top 10 YouTubers, but I just want to talk about stuff in depth because I quite enjoy doing that. I'll probably be making speedrun tutorials as well. I know Smart Mom made a really good Mario Odyssey any percent tutorial, and I actually used his tutorial to actually get into any percent. And I would highly recommend looking it up if you really want to learn any percent. But I was thinking of making an any percent tutorial more for people who are really new to Odyssey, because with his you have to know a bit about the controls, you have to be half decent at the game, and you have to practice quite a bit. But I want to make one that still gets a respectable time, but you don't have to learn too much. And yeah, I just want to make tutorials. I want to try and talk about stuff quite a lot when I do it. I don't just want to say oh, go here, go that. I want to be you do this. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Anyway. I want to talk about a best way to start with speedrunning and what game you should speedrun. Well, I think you should definitely check out Mario 64. Even if you've never really played it, it's just amazing. I actually speedrun Mario 64. I haven't been doing as much recently, but I have a 159 in 120 star, I have 54 in 70 star. I don't even know my 16 star PB because I hate 16 star. And also I'll be talking about what category is better, 70 star or 16 star, because a lot of people are oh 16 stars is the best beginner category, but I kind of disagree, and I want to make a video about that sometime, talking about why I think 70 is more beginner friendly. Plus I might be making a video about how I got into speedrunning, and I'll probably be making some stuff on Pikmin. If you don't know the game Pikmin, you should definitely check it out on YouTube. It's a really good puzzle game by Nintendo. I guess you'd call it puzzle game. And I might make a speedrun tutorial for that game, or I might do some stuff. I know I plan to do a 9-day challenge for Pikmin 1, making a video about it, even though there are some really good ones that people have done. I know it's possible to do in 6 days, but I want to make a 9-day tutorial, or kind of, just to show what you have to do it in 9 days. And also I want to do a Pikmin 3 series where I play through Pikmin 3 and talk about the game design of it. Well, not game design, but level design, and what I think was really good about it and what I think could have been better, and just talk about everything I really liked about it, how it makes players do certain things, the way things are placed, etc. I also want to be making stuff about Link's Awakening. Here we got Link's Awakening footage, another game I really like. What a lot of people don't like about Link's Awakening is the dungeon maker side of it, which I have found really surprising because I really love it. You can make your own dungeons. I know you're a bit limited because you have to use certain keys and doors or whatever, but I don't mind that. If you could do whatever you wanted, I think people would just struggle too much and they end up making impossible layouts and then blaming the game, even though it's their own fault because they don't have a brain. But yeah, I think one thing that would have been nice is maybe if you could rotate the panels I guess you'd call them panels, like chamber dungeons, whatever they're called. If you could like rotate them different directions, so you could use like the same kind of ones for like different facing ways, that could open up more possibilities. Or maybe if there was just a few more chambers, but I still really like the mode. And I think to make a good dungeon, it actually takes longer than you think, because you have to think about a lot of elements to it. Plus, I'll probably be making other videos, like glitches in games, like Mario Odyssey stuff. Probably Mario Odyssey trick jumps. I really like Mario Odyssey trick jumps. It's not really... I remember when Odyssey came out, like, there were all these jumps. There's like the impossible jump in New Donk City that no one could do, and now everyone can just do it. I can just do the impossible jump so easily now, but before I couldn't. I'll probably be making like other stuff to do with Zelda, like reviews. I'll probably be making like Monkey Ball stuff. If you don't know what Monkey Ball is, it's a game on Nintendo, and I played it a lot when I was growing up, and I loved the game so much. And I did speedrun it at one point, and I am quite good at it, I guess. So I want to maybe make some videos on that. Oh yeah, on Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, I actually was first in the world at one point. It's like the first day it came out, I managed to get really good at it, and I managed to get world record, and then J. Cool, who is a really good Monkey Ball runner, beat my record. By, I think it was by like 1 second, no, not 1 second. I'm not sure how much he beat it by, it might have been 1 second. Then the second day, I managed to beat his record again. But then, sadly, he got it back off me, and I think the world record now is like a 1:23 by some Japanese player who I have not heard of. But yeah, I want to maybe get better at that. I'm still like in the top 15 when I last looked, which is pretty cool, considering like I got that time on the second day it came out. I want to also make videos on Mario 64, like I want to do a tutorial for that game as well, because I have seen some pretty good tutorials for Mario 64. I saw a really good 120 star one. I'm not sure who made it, but it was in 151. It was like really good. It's really old though, but I was thinking of making one a bit like that for 70 star, but like going more in depth on like how to do certain tricks. And it's quite surprising what you can actually do, like with the limited amount of tricks. Like it's mainly in movement. Like if you're good at movement in Mario games, like that is more important than learning like tricks. Because good movement, like if you don't have good movement, you're just gonna be bad in general. Yeah, I'm awful at speaking, I know. I would re-record this, but I really can't be bothered. I wanna also talk about like the Nintendo Switch as well. I think the Nintendo Switch is a really good console. I think it's way better than the Wii U. I might talk about YouTubers I like. Yeah, I like quite a lot of YouTubers, to be honest. Small Ant 1. I like a lot of speedrunners, to be honest. The Small Ant 1. I used to watch Fearsome Fire quite a bit. He's alright, Fearsome Fire. Samurai 1 Man. I watched a lot of his Link's Awakening stuff. Who else is there? Why have I forgotten? Oh yeah, there's Cheese, Nightcravida, Chaos Pringle, Little Curbs. Who else? There's so many good YouTubers. Easy Escape, he makes a lot of good speedrunning videos. Glad Jonas, Apollo Legend. There's a lot of really good people who make good videos. Oh yeah, Simply, definitely. Like, Simply is like... I really like Simply's stuff. He makes like really good videos on Mario 64, and I wish there were like more people like him who made like videos in his style, because I think it works really well. And I think the speedrunning community in general, I really like the speedrunning community, because I'm not really comparing, but you know, with like first person shooters or whatever, people are always like, oh, I want to be the best at this, like, oh, like, this person's a noob, he's rubbish. But with the speedrunning community, like, top players actually want to help people get better at that game. But, like, say if you were playing like Fortnite or whatever, and like you got killed by a top player, like, you suck, like, you'll never be this good, like, you're rubbish. But with like speedrunning, like, people actually want to help you get better, and everyone's like really nice. Like, if you go on Discord, like, you should definitely go on Discord for any game you're interested in. and just ask like how to do a certain trick or like how to get into it or what category is the best to start out with, and there'll probably be loads of helpful information on there and really helpful people. I've been on Discord a lot. Like I'm on the Odyssey Discord, 64. I was on Link's Awakening. When that first came out in the first week, when people were like looking for tricks in the new Link's Awakening, obviously not the old one. I've not played the old one because I've not got a Game Boy. Yeah. I also want to talk about like 16 star. I know I mentioned that before, but I'll definitely make a video on 70 and 16 about why 70 in my opinion is better. It's just everyone starts with 16 and I don't get why. Because it's like full of... I'll just talk about it a little bit now, but with 16 star you gotta learn how to do BLJs up the staircase, and it can like ruin your run if it goes wrong. With 70 star there's no like luck based tricks really that can mess your run up. Plus there's like MIPS clip and all that. It's just really weird to me how a lot of beginners like it so much. Like you can run what you want, I don't mind. But I prefer 70. But yeah, I also want to talk about like speed games. Like, because it's really hard to find a speed game that you absolutely love. Like, just either like look up like popular speed games like 64, Odyssey, Ocarina of Time, Mario Sunshine, all them, and just like watch runs on them, or just play a game that you really love and just run that. If you like find a game that's got like more runners, then it's obviously easier to get into it. But just find a game that you can just play over and over and you don't get bored of, and that definitely helps. And that helped with me. I'm probably gonna end this video now, but thank you for listening. If you think that was interesting, then maybe check out my videos once I make them, and consider subscribing if you want. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future. Bye.